In a village hidden where the clouds snag on the mountain peaks, there lived an old potter. His hands were dark and dry like the earth itself, but his eyes were as clear as the morning dew. He had 2 students. One was quick and proud, named Kai. The other was quiet and slow, named Lin. One morning, the master placed 2 jars before them. One was decorated with gold patterns and filled to the brim with crystal-clear spring water. The second was plain, made of gray clay, and completely empty. "Take these vessels," the old man said. "Climb to the summit of the Dragon's Peak. There grows the tree of eternal wisdom. Bring me back a single leaf from its branches." Kai snatched the golden jar. It was heavy, and the water sloshed as he ran. He moved with great speed, but every step was a struggle. He looked only at his feet, terrified of spilling a single drop of his precious treasure. He did not hear the song of the birds, nor did he smell the scent of the wild herbs. He did not feel the mountain air grow thin and sweet. His mind was occupied only by the weight of what he carried. Lin followed behind. His jar was light and echoed when he tapped it. It held nothing but air. Lin walked with ease, stopping to help a traveler find their path, holding back thorny branches for those behind him, and listening to the whisper of the wind through the pines. His empty jar caught the sounds of the forest like a shell catches the roar of the sea. Halfway up, Kai began to stumble. Under the heat of the sun, the water in his jar turned bitter and warm. He grew angry at every stone and every incline. Suddenly, his foot slipped on a patch of wet moss. Kai fell, and the golden vessel crashed against the rocks. The water vanished into the dry earth, leaving nothing behind but wet dust. Kai sat on the ground and covered his face. He felt hollow. His treasure was gone because he was too afraid to let it move. Lin reached him and offered a hand. He said nothing. He simply helped Kai stand, and together they finished the climb. When they reached the summit, the world opened up before them. The tree of wisdom stood in silence, its leaves glowing with a soft silver light. Lin did not try to grab a leaf. He simply held his empty jar beneath a low-hanging branch. At that moment, a light rain began to fall. Not of water, but of light and stillness. The empty jar began to fill. It did not become heavy, but it became deep. When the students returned, the master looked at them. Kai stood with empty hands, his head bowed. Lin held his plain gray jar with great care. "Master," Kai whispered, "I carried what was most valuable, but I lost everything. My jar was so full that it had no room for the journey." The old man smiled and looked into Lin's vessel. Inside lay a single silver leaf, but it illuminated everything around it. "Remember," the potter said, watching the sun dip below the horizon, "to drink from the spring, you must first create space. He who is full of himself has no room for the world. Only in silence is truth heard. Only in emptiness is fullness born."